Shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, giving double honor to the apostle of this great millstone, peace and blessings to brothers pushing the truth and sincerity and Kwam Yasharala. All right, so brother Apostle Dash. I'm back again. As you see right here, it's a couple verses I want to grab about enduring. All right, you gotta have spiritual endurance. All right, the things that we going through right now, it ain't really easy, for face value. Bills is going up. All right, like you gotta think about life. We could just say life 10 years ago compared to now. 10 years ago, you could rent out homes for $800, $700, everything $1,000 now. Gas was like two on the dot, $2.30, maybe something like that. Gas $3.80 now. And that's just the physical, financial part of this life. People fighting. Depression is at an all-time high. Anxiety at an all-time high. The mirth of the land is gone, according to Isaiah. Roughly paraphrasing Isaiah. Right? You got to have endurance, meaning you got to be built to endure. All right? How are we building up this endurance is with our working through the Lord, working through faith. All right? The man, let's say you're going on a physical jog every day. You build your endurance because you're pushing yourself. The same way we got to build our endurance in the spirit, because the things that we looking to go through, they ain't pretty. We got Jacob's Trouble around the corner, World War III around the corner, the C-HIP, MOTB around the corner. All right, we got to have spiritual endurance. The Passover is tonight. We know what happened during the Passover. It be judgment going out all night, and then the following is spring cleaning. We got to build our spiritual endurance to the next level. We got to keep growing. And we got to endure the things that we facing. I just named a few things, but come on, everybody got something personal in their life that they going through that you got to endure through. You got to keep praying. You got to keep fighting. That's what endurance is. It say James 1:12, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Blessed because you endured the temptation. Whatever Satan tried to get at you with, Satan came to Yahweh Shai trying to tempt him with food while he was doing a 40-day fast. You don't think that was tempting? But what did Yahweh Shai do? He used the scriptures to combat it. And at the end, he was blessed. I guarantee you Yahweh Shai was on another level than what he was prior to it, to completing a 40-day fast and actually fighting against Satan himself, right? Because that's for anybody. You beat the temptations, you on the next level after that. It ain't like you keep giving into the same temptation and you keep falling and you keep stumped. No, when you overcome, you blessed because you're on that next level now. It say, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. And that's the ultimate goal, to get your crown. We trying to survive Babylon the Great, get beamed up on the chariot, and get the crown from Yahweh Shai. Which means what? We got to endure Babylon the Great. We have to endure this captivity right now. We have to endure the problems that we dealing with right now. And it's easy to say this on this video, but in real life, like I said, we all going through something, whether it be your car, your home, your flesh. You got a mental illness, a physical illness. You got a family member that's hurting, that's hurt you. You got a woman, you got a child, you got a mother and father. You know what I mean? Everybody got something, right? But the thing is, we got to keep enduring it. I'm going to keep saying it because that's what we got to do. We have to endure. All right. This is 1 Corinthians 10:13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. For the Lord is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. Hey, everything we going through, it's not too strong for you. All right. It's not above what you can handle. Like the scripture just said, you can handle it. Now, it's some things that we go through and we grow through them. Meaning when it first hit, it's like, God damn, like it's really hitting home for you. It's hard. But it's the same thing as a workout. When you first start working out, it is hard. But as you continue through the workout and you be consistent with it, going through the workout, eventually it become easy. Same thing with these temptations. Sometimes when the temptation hit, it's hard. But as you learn to live with it and you learn to outlive it, it's some temptations I used to have, I don't even notice them no more. Because I've came up on a level to where certain low level things, I don't even indulge in them no more. It's not tempting. Why? Because the Lord gave me something that I could handle. Whether it took me a day to overcome it, a year, a week, a month, I still knew I was able to overcome it. And sometimes you got to wait for the Lord to show you a way out of a situation. That's the thing about it. Some temptations, like I said, it's not an overnight thing. All right. But with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Like I was just saying, the Lord gonna give you a way. It's just like if you in a tunnel. I'm gonna keep using visual references. If you in a tunnel and you can't see the end of it, but you see light at the end, you probably can't see the door. You can't really see the way out, but you see light on the other side of that tunnel. You know it's a way out of that tunnel. You just don't know how many turns you got to make. You don't know if it's a slippery surface. You don't know if you're going to fall. It's rocky. Some motherfucking animal in there. You just know it's a way out. It's the same thing with these temptations that be thrown at us. Sometimes you know it's a way out, but it's kind of hard to see it. Why? You got to keep going through it to get closer and closer to the end. Hey, you think when the apostles was teaching in 1960, they knew the year to be saved would be roughly what, 2026, 2027? You know, let's just say we get saved, Lord willing, get saved soon to come, but let's say we get saved soon. You think back in the 60s and the 70s, they knew the exact year? No, but they kept going through the tunnel because they knew it was a way out of this place. Back when they was teaching, you ain't have camps. When they first started teaching, you ain't have camps all around. But as this truth started to flourish, they started seeing, oh yeah, we finna get up out of here. Right? It's the same concept. Matthew 24:13. But he that shall endure unto the end, meaning what the end is, hey, you ain't like your brother said, you ain't saved until you on the chariots. You got to endure to that very moment you on the chariot. I'm talking about you got the new body. You done been sent up in the twinkling of an eye. According to 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. You got to have that spirit on you. Like, I got to endure. What else you going to do if you don't endure? What else you going to do if you, like, what you going to do? Go back to the world? We know the missiles going to hit America and burn it up. We know that the Revelation 6:6 is going to happen, the great inflation scripture, right? We know World War III going to happen according to Joel 2 and 3. I mean, Joel chapter 2 and chapter 3. We know it's going to happen according to Revelations 18, the America the Great. I mean, I said America the Great. Babylon the Great, the things that it's going to do, wear out the saints and so forth and so forth. We know what's getting ready to happen. We know that the enemy shall come in like a flood. We know to see him. They gonna ostracize us from society. We know these things, right? But what we got to do is keep enduring. Hey, it's like you being in a fight with Mike Tyson. Hey, you knew before you signed up for the fight, you about to get hit by a left blow, a right blow, a left blow, a right blow. You know it's coming, but you got to endure to the end of the fight. And we going through a spiritual fight. This is James 5:11. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job. Come on. You got to read the book of Job after that verse. Hey, I'll tell you one thing. You do feel happy when you endure. It's things in this truth I thought take my life. Take me out. But guess what? I'm still here and I'm fighting and I'm pushing. In all aspects of life. Hey, it's times where you ain't know how the bills was going to get paid. They got paid, though. It's times where you ain't know how you gonna get to work, but you got to work. It's times where you ain't know what was gonna happen tomorrow, but you survived to see the next day. So even those things on a smaller level, you was happy, right? Hey, you go work out with Kazak, you be happy when you endured that workout. But it's gonna be the same way with this life we live in. When you endure to the end of this life, Lord willing, we endure to the end, right? You gonna be happy. You gonna be able to look your house shot in the eyes and say, Master, I did it. You're going to be able to hear the Lord call you up. And you're going to be happy because you endured to the end. It ain't going to be like those 2/3. They're going to feel shame in the kingdom because why? They turn their back on Yahushua. They said this was too hard. I can't go to camp every Saturday. They said it was too hard. I don't want to do 3 videos. It was too hard, Lord, and I ain't want to study. Because that's their excuse for not enduring. It was too hard. Hey, it do get hard. But you better off doing a little than nothing. These people choosing to do nothing. But hey, like I said, we gonna be happy because the Spirit is on us to endure. It say, ye have heard the patience of Job. Go read the book of Job. You ain't never had boils from your head down to your soul. You ain't never lost your whole family in one day. You imagine being the richest man in your state and then you lose it all in one day, including your family, including your woman, including your car, including your job. Job lost it all and the Lord still gave it back to him sevenfold. But it wasn't an overnight process though. You know, He had to endure. And that's, you know what, patience, when you look at the word patience, it go into long suffering. If anybody understand long suffering, it's definitely Job. I'm gonna keep saying it. Read the book of Job. Really see what he went through. It say, and have seen the end of the Lord. The Lord is very pitiful and tender mercy. Pitiful and tender mercy. Hey, the Lord more merciful than me. I'll tell you that much. The Lord more merciful than all of us. He a merciful God. And the Lord, I like to bring this out. Anybody who believe in hell, you a fucking fool. Because where's the mercy at in that? The Lord gonna put you in now it's gonna be people put in a lake of fire, but they not gonna burn forever, literally. Because the Lord merciful. He ain't even gonna do that to the Edomites. Because he merciful. So what more for his beloved? You know, his chosen people. How much mercy he gonna have on? He having mercy on us right now. We got grace. Imagine if we try to keep the law. Man, we wouldn't be able to endure here. But the Lord gave us so much mercy. How could you not go endure for the Lord after all the mercy he done showed us? All right. But I hope this was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakar giving up honor to the apostle of the great millstone. Peace and blessings, brothers, pushing the truth, sincerity, and Kwam Yasharala.